is elected to serve for 5 years, and I will not even waste a single second of the court's time. I'll withdraw the petition. Just show me this article that grants the president a 5-year term. Doesn't exist. So IBC is reading the old constitution, section 5. But is it by design or it's by default?
Yeah.
I do believe it's by design. Because IBC, in my view, is holding brief for the legacy politicians who have successfully sold to the people of Kenya that they are elected to serve for 5-year term. But your term in office, or if you're granted a term in office for 5 years, you should be able to point out exactly which article of the Constitution gives you that 5-year term. Doesn't exist. Your term in office is purely to be found within the election cycle that we have defined to be a 4-year election cycle. Then inside the 5th year, we conduct elections.
As you pack up, so essentially, okay.
So tomorrow is an election day, according to the law.
Yes.
Now, where the court has made its findings that these is to be suspended until next year due to logistical issues. But constitutionally then, every other elective post, every other individual who's in office today will be illegally in office, because then that is unconstitutional, because the constitution at that point does not protect them. So that means the president doesn't exist. Members of parliament can't pass bills.
What happens is this. Article 134 of our constitution is very clear.
Yeah.
I don't know. Kenyans don't like when lawyers say the law is very clear. That's when Ruto becomes a temporary president. A temporary incumbent from tomorrow midnight. That is what he becomes. Whichever way you look at it. Because the election's date remains solidly the 11th of August 2026. That's the election date. And what we are going through now from tomorrow is a temporary incumbents. And we need to read Article 134 of the Constitution on what a temporary incumbent can do and cannot do. Because on the 11th of August 2026, William Ruto and the members of parliament and the governors, they lose the sovereign mandates that they were given. That sovereign mandate was running from the 9th of August when they solicited it, and that sovereign mandate ends on the 8th. It ends now on the 10th of August, midnight.
That's
by virtue of reading
by
the
virtue
law.
of the
So
brief.
having ended on the 10th of August, midnight, he moves into a new phase of being a temporary incumbent.
So what are we saying? What do we call this period? Do we call it interim? Do we call it, because I'm not even talking about the individuals, because it's the president, as you said, it's governors, it's Senate, it's members of parliament, it's women representatives. What do we call, not even talking about what we call them, what do we call this period then? Because we're not talking about what Willis said, we're talking about the judgment of the court, whereby they said that this in fact is the case. But to avoid or to avert what would be chaos in the ecosystem, we will hold it for 1 year. But it doesn't take away the merit of the judgment.
Exactly.
So what does this period then become?
This period, in my view, is what we call a temporary incumbent. Those now become transitional government that exist